Hello, everybody. This is Living Where the Darkness Knew Hope. Today we have a scene in the Changeling menu. Our scene is going to begin with Ryder. Ryder is he was doing some things for certain individuals, and the day after the mission that he has done for the Sergenis, he receives a text. Ryder knows this number. This number belongs to Sergenis. And he says, "Meet me at this location. Nothing more, nothing less." In like probably 10 in the morning.
Ryder, I imagine, sleeps late. Yeah, he'll get the text, he'll yawn. He feels a momentary anticipation and then he puts that behind him. He knows there's another challenge. So he is going to get his gear, get his cloak, get his dagger, and all the stuff he normally carries with him, take his dross, etc. And yeah, he's gonna head to the place with although he can't actually ride her in the city. He kind of takes Ginny around with him. Just likes having her around, and yeah, it means if he does go to the Dreaming, which is a good chance he will, it should be useful.
The He's actually asked to meet in front of an apartment, and you will see Sir Genis is waiting in front of the apartment. Actually, he is, as always, he has seen Sir Genis. His expensive-looking fey plates, fey mail, a clothes over it. His like rapier and his gun is there. His hair is like made like very very nicely. He's an old guy, not amazingly old, but he is old. Um, and like when a rider arrives near him, he opens the door of this apartment. When a rider enters he opens the door of a house. One of the like very rare or few houses in Manhattan, and he finds himself in like a personal freehold. Many things are around this place. The medallions, dross, swords, and like he is kind of forced to behave for some reason. He feels the sovereign upon his entrance.
Kind of walks in and just kind of looks around. His fingers twitch a bit. He puts his hands in his well, kind of just like put his hands by his side, making sure that he doesn't the effects of sovereign. And he'll just look around.
I have heard of your accomplishments.
Ryder will just shrug, kind of like playing it off. Mostly luck, I imagine.
As yet again, your actions were acceptable.
Again, he just shrugs.
Now it's the third challenge. There is a member of House Gwydion causing a lot of troubles to us.
Oh?
His open-minded nature is causing a lot of problems to let's just say that he is being torn the side of the House of Leo. His actions is causing a lot of problems, and those problems usually costing dross to us. He is the heir of the county of New Hope, the Count's son. He
Wait,
kind of presents his photo.
Ryder just kind of like pauses for a moment. So that's like the Countess of New York, right?
No, 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 no. Count of Jersey.
Ah, okay, okay. Ryder still kind of raises an eyebrow. He's not. Sorry, out of character. I've not met this guy before, have I?
You did. That's the
Yeah.
guy you met on the market.
Okay. He's like the third guy in that little gang of the two people I split up, right?
Um, yes, they were like friends with them.
Friends, yeah. He'll say, "I know about this guy."
You do.
He'll nod. Yeah, he's friends with the. He's friends with the happy couple over in Jersey.
I heard they're not so happy anymore.
Ryder just shrugs again, kind of like nonchalantly.
The He is a Gwydion, raised true and true.
I just need to go for 2 secs, dude. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry, man.
He says he's a Gwydion, raised true and true. An honorable fool.
A hypocrite.
If you return successfully, I will send this letter to the Baroness herself. He shows a letter that's a closed letter.
Oh.
Which states her accomplishments.
Are these accomplishments the Baroness wants to know about? I was under the impression they were clandestine.
What does clandestine mean? So
Like secretive, like spying and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. She needs to learn your accomplishments for her to allow you to become a noble of this land. Under my education and jurisdiction and my knighthood, I will take you as a squire.
Okay. What does it you want me to do?
You have done your mental and social tests.
You want me to kill him or just hurt him?
Kill him. He's a thorn in our side. He can't let live. He can't be allowed to live. If he becomes the Count, he will have many problems in our future. He will take something from his pockets, and it's like a coin.
Mm-hmm.
When you're done with the deed, press to the coin, so I will know that you have done. He will be. He kind of looks at his watch. His mother died in the Tulane War. Guess where he will be today?
A grave.
Yeah, he goes there every year, all alone. Cry at his mother's grave, while saying it's honorable to die to others. A pathetic example of another house Gawain.
Their appearance means a lot to them.
How do you feel about that house?
I assume you know what happened to my wings.
No. He shakes his head.
Would it surprise you if I told you that this was done by House Alil? And he gives a kind of like crippled attempt to move them.
Seems like something I would do.
Why would you do this to someone? For what reason?
To be quite honest, to scare them, to make them understand that everything has consequence. The fear is a great tool to use, a great reminder to someone.
Would you pretend it was an act of kindness, though?
Kindness is a lie.
This was done to me by members of House Alil. But that's not the reason it was done. I used to serve a Gwydion lord. Lord Templeton, you might know him.
I do.
I was his messenger. I was Seelie. I thought the best of the world. I loved Lord Templeton. Although I was probably too cowardly to straight up die for him. I served him well and honourably. And then his son did some crime, I'm not even sure what it was, offended a member of House Alil, and he sent me there with a message. The message said, the man who holds this message is the person who is guilty. I think it was stealing something, so I think he thought Pisky was a good scapegoat. My punishment was my wings. I liked my wings a lot. Later on, House Alil found out that it wasn't me, and it was his son, in fact. They set me free from the dungeon. By this point, I'd already crossed over to being unseelie. I remember the days before my sentence was due to be carried out, hoping Lord Templeton would come rectify the mistake, but he didn't. And the Lord of Alil did not apologize to me. He said he did what he did because he thought it was the right thing. But then he did offer me something. He offered me work. And he put me in contact with Sir Ryan in New York.
I can't bring your wings back, but I can say, serve me well, and the Templeton's time will come.
The thing I like about House Alil, the thing that I respect about it, you're not pretending to be good people. You're not holding this bullshit chivalry and honor. You're not lying. I mean, you lie, but you've come to terms with what your nature is and what the reality of the world is. And I can respect that. So I tried to learn from that. I tried to emulate that. One of my friends, well, she's not a friend, but she says I'm untrustworthy, and I've told her she's exactly wrong. She can always trust me to act in my own self-interest. And he'll shrug. So if you want this guy dead?
He nods.
Where's his mother's grave?
It's the same grave everybody is in from the War of Jersey. close to the market. It seems one day's journey in the dreaming, which is probably 2 hours in the outside.
I don't know. You know the girl they put a bounty out on? The woman, the slur with no eyes?
I have heard about her, yes.
I bumped into her yesterday. Genuinely by accident.
He nods. 30 dross is a big money.
Yeah. I want to see how this plays out, though, at first.
He nods. Do this well. We will talk upon your return. About many things, not just the woman.
Ryder shrugs. Wish me luck. Break a leg.
He smiles. This is the first time you see him smile. And he waits. Doesn't say anything.
And, yeah. Ryder will leave. He will cross into the dreaming over one of the trods in Manhattan. And he will mount Ginny and ride to Jersey.
When a writer leaves, Sir Janus looks at the letter in his hands. And he calls for a messenger. And he says, take this to the Baroness of Manhattan. But we will zoom into a writer.
So, first thing he's going to do is he will go to the market freehold that he's been at before.
You find yourself there, finding a lot of two of the market's places closing down as everybody is carrying something out of that place. It's the things that belongs to Dame Iris Havensby. They're exiled from these lands. Everything they own now belongs to the Count.
Ryder suppresses a small smile. And, yeah, he knows where the guy should be. He's going to basically... are there just, like, flowers in the dreaming he can pick?
Yes.
Okay. Then he's going to basically... upon seeing this, he's actually going to leave. Pick some wild flowers. And have a head over to the... head towards the graveyard. He will ride on the back of Ginny.
It's very weird. You keep finding yourselves in graveyards for some dumb reason. But dreaming in this place has no sun. Doesn't look over there. There's the edgy feeling in this place. Many graves are there. Some of them are, there for paying respect to those who has who lost people in the past.
I'm really sorry. I will be literally 2 minutes.
No problem. I will go and come back as well.
1 second.
Welcome back.
So yeah, Ryder is going to dismount from Ginny and walk kind of slowly along the path with her. He has the bunch of flowers in his hand.
At the distance, you start with the graves of the commoners. In the end of the road, probably there are the graves of the nobles who died. Lesser than commoners, but they're still there. The very, very end, there's a white horse and some guy in armor. The names of the dead who was written into the places. The Baker Joe Boggin. You remember the story of Baker Joe. They didn't find his dead body. Just remains there for, respect reasons. The symbols of the falcons are all around you, as this is made by House Gwydion and they like to advertise what they do. What is Ryder doing?
He'll begin walking along, and he's going to observe the man beneath the hood of his cloak from a distance. And I'm going to use Autumn level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Discern any weaknesses. Let's get a book up.
What will be his bunk?
Uh, His bunk will be, as he goes along, he's going to find a grave of some member of House Gwydion. Or some commoner. Or just anyone, actually. He'll just pick one at random.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't care.
And what he will do with the...
He is going to say... He's going to have a conversation with the dead body while he looks at this man. He's going to say, maybe you fought with honor. Maybe you died in vain. Maybe your death was painless, or maybe it was full of pain. Maybe in life you were hated, or maybe it was you that was adored. You will no longer be alone in death, but I'm going to send one more.
-3.
And he's going to lay the flowers on this random person. I felt it was kind of autumny.
Mm-hmm. -3.
Okay, so that's diff 5 then. Wait. No, diff 4, because we're in the dreaming as well, aren't we?
Yep, you are.
Okay. And it is Fae? I would just actually get the power up, because I might add time to it.
He is actually is a Fae.
I have enough to use it on a noble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's no time inherent in this. Next attack. Yeah. So that should be fine. That is 5 successes, so I will get 5 extra damage dice on my first attack against him.
Okay.
And he will feel the powers of autumn and death and decay. Maybe there were so many successes because they're especially strong in this.
Where do you roll these dice, by the way?
Oh, fuck. I've just done it in Mage Dice Roller. I'll re-roll it.
It's fine. We can do it in the...
Sorry. Yeah.
No, shit happens.
Do you want me to keep it or re-roll it?
Yeah, keep it. It's fine.
You sure? Sorry. I can screenshot it if you want.
Mm-hmm. A rain doesn't start, but there was a lightning, and you activated your.
Ooh, ominous.
And from a distance, can you roll me perception alertness to see what he does?
Absolutely. 2 successes.
He seems he's talking.
Is he off his steed on the ground?
He's not on the ground. He's standing, but he is off his steed.
Yeah. That's cool. Ryder is going to mount his horse, mount Ginny, pat her on the neck a few times. I'll speak to her briefly. No, he's not really done anything, aside from being a member of that hypocritical house. Yeah, well, it might seem a bit cruel, but he's in my way. He would only do the same to me, I'm sure. Although I know he would pretend. Otherwise, he would pretend he did it for some honorable reason. And he's going to pull his tragedy mask over his face. And begin slowly at first towards him.
The Ginny starts to write. At first slowly, but then it's fast.
Yep. And he'll get faster and faster as he goes through the graveyard. Ginny's hooves will stomp over the corpses of the dead, the graveyards of the dead. Not very respectfully. But Ryder is going to, as the speed of the thing gets more and more and more, he's going to laugh. He's going to begin kind of like laughing. He'll think back to like his kind of journey here. He realized he's done some very bad things: murder, blackmail, manipulation. But yeah, this one is particularly essentially just a killing in cold blood. But he will put that out of his mind and laugh at the sheer fucking stupidness of it all. And his laugh will kind of raise to a crescendo. And Ryder is going to... I'm going to activate my treasure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I roll glamour, right?
Yes, exactly.
Do you know what the difficulty is?
6.
There we are.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I need to roll? I'm gonna check winter.
So to resist it, it's willpower diff 8 to resist the winter magic.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just spend a willpower to
Can't realize current scene. Wow. Targets must spend willpower before taking any action other than run, hide, current duration.
And yeah, Ryder is going to ride through this graveyard. He knows he's going to be heard coming, but he doesn't mind that. He wants this person to know what's about to happen, or rather, he wants him to feel the fear before he dies.
The person was talking to someone. There was something like a ghost, but the ghost immediately disappears. He looks and he's like, "Oh," he doesn't understand at first. His shield, there was a shield indeed. There was something else in the horse, but the horse runs away. He stands as he pulls his sword, and his sword starts to burn in this fire. of pyretics. The he it's obviously he's saying something to himself to stand his ground, and the he like gets into a position to defend himself,
Mm-hmm.
and
As he's
he
doing,
actually
oh, sorry, go
go
on.
on, go on, go on, go on, you go
No,
on.
I was just saying, as he's doing this and essentially like activating his stuff, and Ryder basically like once he's seen Ryder's gonna activate his abilities or his stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a few ones saved with time.
Yeah, tell me what are those?
So I have it written down in my blue booking. There we are. So I have a Wayfair 2, Dragon's Eye 1,
Mm-hmm.
and Dragon's Fire 2. The first one he's going to activate is Dragon's Eye 2 by saying, "Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war," which is obviously Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like just before he gets to him, Ginny will be in a full gallop by now. Ryder's almost like like standing in his kind of stirrups,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, he will then activate Dragon's Eye 1 by again screaming more Shakespeare lyrics of war. Once more into the breach, dear friends.
The the more you say stuff, the more he responds. He says, "Fear no darkness," and he starts to shine a bit. Um, it even feels a bit like courage,
Mm-hmm.
but the he and like he seems like he's a bit shining with this like green light for some reason,
Cool.
and he's like he's holding like his ground, spending a willpower and like holding the guard of the falcon as a Gwydion himself. I don't know who you are, but I have done nothing wrong.
And Ryder is going to yeah, just slam into him and make the first attack. I guess we're rolling for initiative.
VR.
Mm-hmm.
Try activating the his Wayfarer.
Can't from the back of my horse. I had to jump off, which
Oh shit,
I
okay.
might do at some point. He's going first, I imagine.
Yeah, he is taking a defensive position to parry.
Cool. So yeah, Ryder is going to Ryder is going to slash him as he goes past, and Ginny can make an attack as well.
Uh,
Do you want me to roll Ginny's initiative?
yes, please.
Yep.
He kind of can and try to like ram him over.
Yeah, I mean the Thestrals, like I don't know, they bite, but they can just make an attack. I imagine Ginny's still going after him.
What's Jimmy's initiative? Dex.
4, wit 2. So Ginny is on
No,
15.
yeah, he is going first. First him, then Ginny, then your character. But like he is taking a defensive position.
Cool. So yeah, Ginny will roll her attack, which is 6 dice.
What Ginny's trying to do?
Like bite him
Okay.
on the way past. Yep. So is bite the 6 or 5?
If it's the 5 for
Like monster
Ginny.
things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is 3 successes.
Okay, 3 plus 1 plus Ginny's strength.
Mm-hmm. He's parrying me. Smart. Okay. So 10 dice. Does Ginny benefit from the mounted thing about getting the image?
No, it's you.
Yep. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He has 3 stamina, but he has a sheep plate.
Ping.
It tries to bite the sheep plate, but he's still waiting for you to do an attack, and he holding his sword up as he says that, but the genie doesn't ram him over.
Cool. And yeah, Ryder is going to attack at that point.
Okay, you can attack as much as with your ride skill.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I'm on limited to it's Dex plus Ride, so 6.
Just give me 1 second. Okay.
6 dice. I have 4 successes.
Okay. He will try to parry. He has 1.
Okay, so strength is 3 or 2. I can't remember. All right. Strength 3, weapon damage 3. I have 2 net successes after he parries 1. So that's 8, plus another 8 plus another 9 for the autumn effect and the.
Galloping.
So that's altogether, bloody hell, 17. Let me just work it out.
Go right ahead. It's 17.
8, yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
he takes 3. How do you cut him?
Ryder is going to basically go past and slash down at him. Yeah, with his sword, and I imagine like it just kind of like, the sword, because it's quite a light sword, so he just manages to like slash him over a piece of arm that was exposed.
Exactly. Like you do that, and he actually screams like, "Fight me fairly!" He spends another willpower and remains in the guard of the falcon.
Ryder is going to, as Ginny kind of like goes past, he's gonna essentially circle Ginny round for another attack in the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, he's just standing there ready to guard.
He is just ready for like if he is not like he is trying to get his guard. If you do you spend like 1 more turn circling around him?
Yeah, why not? In fact, if he's just standing there with his guard, Ryder's gonna, as he kind of circles Ginny's around, I'm gonna use Autumn again.
Mm-hmm.
This time, the bunk will basically just be him pointing his weapon at him and laughing at his imminent
-1.
Yep. So 6. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be quite as good. I was being slow. Come on. 3 successes.
Okay. He actually says, "I don't want to kill you. I'll save you."
And Ryder's going to charge him again. Same thing.
Okay.
It's his action first.
He is defending.
Okay. Ginny will attempt to smash him if she goes past. Uh,
3.
No, 5.
Is it the
Did 5 to bite?
bite? Okay, so just bite. I thought it was like again ran him over.
Oh, sorry. No, I think just bite because in Harry Potter the Thestrals like bite shit all the time. Sorry.
Okay. Go on, bite.
Okay.
4 + 1 plus its strength.
11. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more.
And Ryder is going to slash down at him yet again.
Are you galloping or riding normally?
Like, charge.
Okay, you need to first roll your ride at difficulty 7, dex ride.
Okay. Yep, I have success.
Okay, now you can roll your dex melee.
Cool.
And he will try to parry.
Isn't it? It's still limited. Instead of 8 dice, I have 6 though, right? Because it's limited to my ride. Yeah. I only have 2 successes.
He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
He can't do shit. You have a horse. He he tries to parry, but he cuts the air. Your horse, like the horse riding, you have like an action and half an action because you were riding. Like you don't have an action, but your horse does. So basically, like your horse basically bite and it goes away. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, being on a horse is a pretty good thing.
Yeah, he again like holds his like thing and he says, I don't want to kill you, but if you force my hand, I will.
Oh crap, I've not been including my Dragon's Ire. Oh, it's too late. My fault.
Which one?
The strength bonus.
Oh, okay. We can do it in the future.
It's run out already.
We can do it in one more turn. It's okay.
Okay. Ryder's actually gonna, as Ginny passes this time, he's gonna like pull her to a stop and get off the horse and approach him, kind of just like laughing under his breath as he approaches.
Who paid for you? Is he again like taking a turn to do that?
I think it would take him a turn to get off the horse, like for sure. Like. So yeah, and
who paid for you? Why are you trying to kill me? I did nothing wrong.
He's going to stop the moment and cock his head. House Lil sends their regards, and he's going to use an action to basically he's going to do the jump thing for his to activate Wayfare. Essentially charge the guy.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay. So, yeah, initiative again. He's actually first.
Parry.
Okay, that's cool. One, two, three, four, 3. Ping.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
No, 5. No, actually, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think he can do a cut effect, but like next time his attack will be -2 difficulty.
Yeah, he can do a riposte next turn for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I think back at the top of the initiative, it's him. This turn, Ryder's Wayfare will come into effect.
Yeah, he will actually attack this time to Ryder.
I will parry. So he's +2 diff, but then -2 diff for my Dragon's Eye. Oh no, is that harder to wound?
Pardon? Is it like which one? You activate 2 or 3?
I activated both on the way in, and level 1 is the strength one is already stopped.
Level 2 is basically the making him harder to hit you. Level 3 is making him harder to wound you.
Yeah, it's level 2, so I'm too harder to hit. I don't think it actually affects this roll.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I will parry. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. You parry him.
I will go in for a riposte with my action from Wayfare. So I've used 1 action, so 6 actions this turn.
Wait, six? You have 6 successes?
I had 5 on Wayfair.
Okay, then
So
you have like
and
5
a
actions.
normal one.
Yeah, you use it the normal one by parrying him.
I mean, yeah. So this entire turn I have 6, so I have 5 left.
Yeah, 5 more.
Yeah. So yeah, Ryder will riposte this time with his short sword.
You kind of feel like when you said Hasalil sends you regards, like he kind of like roared, and then attacked for some reason.
Awesome. Oh wait, actually, yeah, no, I can, yeah, I can riposte this turn. So the diff will be 3 to hit him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1, 6. So 5 plus 3 plus 3, 11 dice of damage.
It's raining, by the way.
Good. Damn, no damage.
It seems dreaming favor him.
The rain makes the blade skip off his she plate. My next action. Ryder is going to so he's actually going to spend a whole action to like get around the back of him and in close.
Mm-hmm.
So that won't be an attack. He'll literally just like super celerity speed zip around the back of it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stab him with the stiletto dagger because that ignores some armor.
Go on.
So the diff will still be the minimum it can be is 3, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it'll still be diff 3. 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 3 successes. Strength damage is just 1. 6. And this this ignores 3 levels of armor.
Okay.
2 damage.
He soaks.
Ping. He's gonna. So I have 2 more actions left. He's gonna do the same again. Basically, just stabbing this guy in the back. Oh, still terrible rolls. 4 successes. 1.
You say terrible rolls, 4 successes. You're used
Yeah,
to
sorry. Sorry, yeah. They look low, but actually they were still successes. So 7 dice of damage. That is 3 again, and again ignoring 3 armor. Ping again.
He soaks it.
And yep. Same thing. My last action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah, 5 altogether. And this time, that is 3.
I don't fucking understand how he does it, but he soaks.
That's awesome. So Ryder, just there's almost like you know, like when someone's doing like metal grinding and like sparks fly. Ryder's just punching this guy in the back with a dagger, and his she plate is just ping, 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 ping. And top of the initiative, it's his action.
He's gonna say, I said, I don't want to kill you. Like he holds his sword up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then you start like he turns and like in his free action, and he holds his sword down, but in a very like normal way. He does he's cutting the air in a way where like Ryder won't how do I say this? In a way where Ryder won't like getting cut. He cuts the air though.
Okay.
Just a second.
Action.
Because I need you to soak 3 ag.
Oh, nice.
He, as like a fire came out of nowhere, strikes at Ryder.
Wait, sorry, I don't soak ag, do I?
Only with armor.
Okay, sorry.
Actually, no. This is chimerical damage. You do soak.
Oh,
this
okay.
is not real lord. This is chimerical damage anyway.
Okay, then Ryder, a fiery blast strikes Ryder. but he he manages to suck it up.
Go on.
Yeah, Ryder is gonna attack him with the sword. Still just laughing.
-1 difficulty 6. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, just a second, bro.
Uh-huh.
I think I miscalculated something. He doesn't have 3 successes. He has 5 successes because you're into dreaming. So you would actually take like two more like lethal burning
Okay,
damage.
I take 2. Can I spend a willpower to ignore dice penalties?
Please.
Because I already rolled, so I'll just do that this turn. And yeah, so that is yeah, 5 hits.
I'm just gonna ask before the fight is over. Do you enjoy the fight?
Yeah, it's cool. This guy's hard.
Like it kind of feels like like a trailer of the game. Like he's like he's like very durable and like he cuts the air.
And then there's like the sneaky dark elf like coming
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so
I'm actually gonna say something right before you roll your damage. Okay. You see, like there is this light behind him and darkness behind you.
Oh, nice. That's cool. The dreaming's providing special effects.
Exactly. Dreaming does like a good story.
That is 10 dice of damage.
With your stiletto?
Nope, this is just with a normal sword.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He takes 5. You put your sword through his let's just say shoulder. You expect him to die, but he doesn't. He just gets very, very stunned. You understand what that green light now means. It was healing him. But he is nearly dying and he is stunned. He can't do anything else.
Ryder,
Will that be a coup de grace?
Yeah, Ryder is gonna like kick his sword from his hand, the Gwydion sword, and pull him close up to the terrifying Harlequin mask, me even more terrifying by the effects of winter magic. I just want you to know, it was nothing personal. You were in my way. And he's gonna slam his dagger through the gorget under his throat, up into his gullet.
His body dies as like it's a very fast death. His eyes gets closed. Even if it's like someone closes his eyes. And there Ryder, standing on top of a dead Gwydion.
Ryder's gonna look down at him for a moment. Ginny, come on, good girl, good girl. He's gonna keep the mask on and look down at this fine she plate. Winner takes all. And
very weirdly, the body disappears.
As this happens, Ryder's gonna kind of step back a minute, and then it just the body just disappears. Huh. He's actually gonna look around to see if there's anyone interfering.
No.
When other people have died before, has their body disappeared like this?
No, there were if this was something different.
Okay.
As you kind of see another grave appearing near his mother's grave.
Another grave appears
near his mother's grave.
It's gonna raise an eyebrow. Look back at the place where he killed him. probably a little bloodstain on the ground, or maybe not. And he'll just shrug.
Slowly disappearing with the rain.
He's going to saunter over to it. He's assuming that it's going to be this guy's grave.
It is this guy's grave.
Huh. Well, at least they're efficient.
At least it's official.
Ryder's going to stretch. Oh. Well, Ginny, I think that was enough for a good day's work, don't you? Ginny's going, no. Yes, I know you helped. I know you helped. You'll have an extra rabbit tonight. And yeah, Ryder is gonna begin walking back through the graveyard. He'll still have all his stuff on him, but he will be walking beside Ginny at this point.
Where is Ryder going now? Is he like presses that coin that the guy gave him?
Oh, let's say he's walking along for a bit, then he remembers about the coin.
Yeah.
And then he'll press it.
Nothing happens. It's just a coin, that is being pressed. But you continue going to the. Where are you going? As like after you completing your mission.
I think he's gonna just like leave this area, go back through the dreaming, and yeah, he's not really sure what to expect right now. So I guess he's gonna go back to the Manhattan Freehold, like the main one where he meets Sir Janice usually.
On the road of the dreaming, how does Ryder feels about what he accomplished?
I think he'll tell himself that like he feels really good and he's getting his revenge, but I think actually like I don't know, felt a bit hollow. Kind of thinking about the guy, and he's probably like, asshole Gwydion fucking deserved to die. And he thinks for a moment. Probably didn't deserve to die. I mean,
A arrow hits you through the chest. It's not an arrow to injure you, it's to lock your arms. You fall to a closest tree. It pins you to the tree.
I imagine he's going to yell out. Can I make a wits test and not drop my weapons? I imagine I can
Please.
hard difficulty.
Difficulty 7.
Nope. I imagine both riders' weapons are flung far away from him. He gets pinned to the tree.
You're pinned to the tree by this arrow. You're gonna tell me why? You asshole! Why? As this Arcadian she appears out of nowhere. The extremely mad. Everything around her is dark. She's holding a blade in one hand and a bow in the other, and she's holding a bow, her bow arm towards her face. I said why?
Why what? I'm just out for a walk.
Cab. Don't lie to me!
Ryder's going to consider for a moment.
The individual, the Arabeth, the county guard that you know. She says, one by one, you destroyed everything we were building. Everything we were building. She says First, the I forget the guy's name. I really apologize. I'm checking the rumors actually. The
So danger.
Yeah, Sir Danger. He was our pawn. We were using him to get information out of Jersey. Why did you do what you did? Who do you serve? Is it Rusty?
Um, I'm just gonna roll wits empathy
Mm-hmm.
to try and like, yeah, it's not like Ryder's trying to do something. It's just to kind of like his like expression as to as he's hearing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, he probably looks pretty genuinely kind of like shocked and surprised.
Mm-hmm. The lady doesn't give a damn. She's expected. Answer me. She is, dude, extremely scared. Like other than being an Arcadian, she also have like this very scary appearance.
I was doing what I was told to by the house. I
The
thought
Sir Dennis told me everything. You piece of shit. You work with the Guardians or the Rusty. Who do you work with?
again, Ryder kind of like shocked at first, and then this realization will dawn on him. Put his hands out. My name is Ryder Khan. I'm a Pisky.
You
My
get shot in another at the kneecap again.
Urgh!
Don't you
My
lie to me.
wings were crippled by the Gwydians. All I want is revenge. You knew I was being squired by Sir Janice.
Then why did you destroy the wedding? We were gonna use that chance to put someone up in minded, you asshat.
I was doing what he told me.
No, you lie. Here is the. As she like opens the letter. Here is the letter. Exactly what he said to me. To you. Did you kill his son too? Our only chance to create a peace.
His son?
The Count's son. The one that we were going to put in charge of the county so we can live in peace. Now as the other son will be the Count, who's a member of the Order of the Flaming Falcon. You betrayed everything we did. Everything we did. Why? Who do you work for? The Shadow Court? Rusty? Tell me or I will kill you.
Told you. I was doing exactly what Janice sent me to do. If you're gonna kill me, then fuck it. He's the one that's betrayed you, not me. I'm a fucking commoner. You think I'm masterminding all this?
She puts the arrow towards your head, and like she's so close to pull it. She's
Ryder,
lying. Oh, go on.
Ryder, yeah, will just flinch. He realizes he's been played in a very, very big way. Yeah, he's probably not going to come out of this. So he'll just close his eyes.
Another she appears and says he's not lying. Maribeth, stop. It's Janice. When Ryder opens his eyes, you see the hand of the Arcadian she is shaking out of anger. And the Ilunid slowly comes near you and starts to heal you after pulling the arrows. He's not blind. He has the oath. It's obvious that he was played. Morgan seems extremely angry still.
I thought I was working for you. He told me that he would make me a noble if I did these things.
She is like heavily breathing. I told my mentor to raise you. And you say he told you to do those things that you did? We sent Ryan after you to understand what the fuck is going on.
Look, all I want is revenge against the Gwydians.
And can't you see he used it
Yes.
to fuck us over? I understand because you care about your life, but we are fucked. So fucked that we can't. I don't even fucking know what the fuck we will do now.
Ryder just considers for a moment.
She cuts the arrow that turned into ropes, and Ryder like falls on his hands and knees.
I know what you should do. Turn me in and I'll confess to everything. You can out Sir Janice as a traitor and an enemy.
If we do that, we will lose all the respect we have in the county and lose the barony. I have a. Do you know any place Janice can be?
He's got a freehold that he met me at.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're coming with me. We're going to kill him.
Right.
Do you want to prove your loyalty to the house? That you didn't do nothing wrong? Come with me and kill him. I can't kill him alone.
Fine. My weapons. Why has he betrayed you?
You will ask him and learn from him, I guess.
Ryder will pick up his weapons, but he looks a little distracted, to say the least. He's thinking back to all the stuff that he's done. He thinks about to the Ilunid person that that supported
the marriage.
The marriage. And he'll think back to Sir Danger, and yeah, he realizes that like these were reasonably kind of like liberal, open-minded people. And he'll kind of be pissed off with himself that he didn't see it.
His hatred get the better of himself, I guess. But on the road, Maven explains everything. The danger was played by me. They were using him to get information out of everything. About Jersey, the moves they're making. After you, or whatever that Ragnar guy did, he was called into the stronghold of the Order of the Flaming Falcon, and then he was let go. No one knows where he is. After that moment, every agent that we have slowly start disappearing. Then we were trying to do the plan with the vetting. Two nobles who are open-minded We want them to be the barons and the baronesses, so we can put the Castellan at charge. Castellan being the noble, the count's son, who's extremely open-minded and loved by everybody. He even said that he is open-minded against the unseelie.
I'm sorry. I was doing what I was told, and I know that's not an excuse. I was just following orders, but I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I thought it was for the good of the house.
Arabet doesn't understand the dreaming as much as I do, but I know you would have been an oathbreaker if you did those things with knowing the intentions. I have to go to near the countess immediately and explain the situation because there will be major setbacks about what the fuck happened right now today and in the past. The Vidians won't let this go. And they know me now, trying to meddle in their affairs.
Ryder just looks down. I'm sorry.
It's
I was played.
You learn a game by being played. I was surprised to see you in the party. Pardon, at the house. I should have understood something was wrong as well.
Ryder will look over at Morabeth. And he'll say to the Alunid, can't help feeling that once Sir Janice is gone, that I'm the only loose end here.
The Count will ask for a witness. Or the Countess. I will make sure she does. Hopefully you will remember that in the future.
I wasn't thinking clearly.
She basically says, I don't know if you realize, but like in the future you will remember this. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, type of thing.
Okay, that's cool. I have a dot in politics, so he'll kind of get that. Thank you. I was given an opportunity to get revenge against the Gwydians, and I didn't really want to ask any more questions.
Always question the motives of others. But I have to go. And you need to go with the Arabeth. See you later, Ryder.
Ryder just kind of nods and watches her go. He's feeling a combination of betrayed, kind of like gutted, and he's also feeling pretty ashamed. The guilt of what he's done. He is unseelie, but he kind of feels like he's killed the ones that weren't hypocrites in the Gwydians, and he doesn't feel too good about that. Yeah.
You are with Arabeth in the streets of New York.
Before we go there, can he renew his bunks? He won't be able to do any big ones.
If you want to, please.
So I think he's just going to do the poem things, which I think was just -2.
If you keep using them, they will become like -1 though.
Okay. I'll just do them as -1 then, because I don't think
Mhm.
I have time to like make something good. You know what I mean?
Like the shit is about to go hit the fan. You're about to kill like one of the greatest knights that blah blah blah. Yeah, it's good to have preparation.
Yeah. So he's gonna he's basically gonna do that. So I will roll for Wayfair. The same one. I'll add both the time things. So I think the accumulated difficulty is 7 in the dreaming.
In the dreaming, yes.
Yeah.
-1, -1.
That is a fail for Wayfair. I will do the other one.
You spend a glamour for Wayfair, by the way. Remember that. To keep your blood,
Okay,
track.
sure. I think I was up to top before this scene, so yeah.
Okay.
In that case, if it's spending glamour, can I spend another to try it again? Because I think it's the most.
Yeah, go on.
I don't want to be like cheesy, and just like farm this shit. Um.
But like, if you go for the same thing, you won't receive any bunk.
Yep, that's fine. So I think I have some bunks written down.
I'll be right back.
Yep, cool. No worries.
I am back.
Okay, I know what he's going to do. He is going to smell some cocaine, and I will take the effects of the drug.
Okay.
My logic being for Wayfair is like speed, and like it's something that like speed your mind up, and like I don't know where the drug stuff is for Changeling in the book though. To be
I
honest,
will check it through Saskia. She has it on her.
like okay, I'm not asking for the extra actions because I think it's the stupidest
I know.
thing in the world. Although like I am kind of getting extra actions through the power, so
Yeah. It's kind of weird but cool at the same time.
I'm not Changeling has it.
Each dose inflicts 2 automatic pet levels bashing damage once struck wears off and crashes. Failure means irrational behavior. Blah blah blah. Okay. It's just like you act like you snort cocaine and act extremely fast and talk fast.
Okay, yeah. So actually, while I'm in the dream, yeah. So he'll do that. Like he'll basically just do a line of cocaine, and do you want me to soak the bashing?
It's when the effect
When it
goes off.
ends. Okay. Yeah. So how much would that give me as a bunk?
I'm gonna say -2.
Okay, so that will be 6. I have 3 successes. That's cool.
Okay.
Yep, and I'll do the other 2 just with the other one, so -1 diff. 2 successes on Dragon's Eye level 1, and I'll do the Dragon's Eye. I'm doing the time stuff in it, so it's basically all turning up. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
What are the bunks for those though?
The ones I had before. So like I'm only getting like the -1 for it.
Okay.
Okay.
You have dragons are 3 and 2 or 1 and 3?
1 and 2.
Okay.
So I've got 2 successes on the level 1, and that'll last for 3 turns, and I've got 2 successes on the level 2 one, and that lasts for like 9 turns. No, 6 turns, sorry.
Okay.
Because of that, yeah. And yeah, that's all he's gonna do. He's gonna kind of prepare himself. He'll just kind of like be silent. He doesn't want to piss off Sylvanas Bay. He looks a bit angry actually, especially when he's done this. He'll offer her a line of cocaine.
She shakes her head. She says, just follow my lead. And kill him if you can.
Why don't you pretend that you're bringing him to me to him as a prisoner? Then you could get the element of surprise. Pretend you believe the letter.
You would understand. See my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
My facial expression. That's a curse. I can't control that. He knows about it.
Ryder's going to take the mask from his hip and offer it to her. This is a treasure. He knows it's a treasure. You could say you took it from me when you apprehended me. Even if it just buys a few seconds. Or it's up to you. Just an idea.
Let's hope that it closes the. She doesn't say anything because, like, the Urbeth has like this very weird face, and like the more she gets angry, the things around her face gets dark,
Mm-hmm.
and she kind of hopes that like he won't see that.
Okay.
And he kind of like pulls off her hood and puts the mask on.
And yeah, Ryder's going to basically tuck his dagger
Mm-hmm.
like under his shirt or something, and he's going to offer her his sword.
She will take it.
If you just put it around your belt, then I might be able to grab it.
She does that. The he, the airbed kind of like stops him and then actually like says, "Walk in front of me. Me, I will hold you like this." And she like holds his arms behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "I keep your arms like this, like like they're like standing in front of each other, but they're not tied."
Yep. That's cool. So yeah, he'll do that. And yeah.
Slowly, you will go towards the freehold. How does Ryder feels now?
Um, pretty worried. He knows Sejanus is a bit of a badass. He knows he's in the middle of some serious shit here. He's not 100% that he's not being played a second time, but he kind of trusts the Alunid girl more than. Yeah, he's just not sure.
When you enter the place, as the Sylvanas is like, not Sylvanas, what the fuck? Erebeth is moving you slowly. The freehold has this gong, and someone enters. It's just like gong. Actually, no, I didn't say that the first time. It just has something weird. But you feel like you're pressed into something, like a very small bubble on the ground. There's like a bunch of bubbles. It's make the voice of like psst, whenever you like walk somewhere.
Okay.
And Erebeth kind of looks like, what the hell is this? But the Sir Janice is actually looking at the he's in the distance of this personal freehold and he's talking. It seems he didn't like see you guys when you guys first enter. And he's like he was saying like when the eyes will return to me. You said you have ways to fix it. Fix it then. My patience is at end. And then like that's the second you hear like the psst happens.
Mm-hmm.
And he slowly turns towards the group. You see his eyes. They remind you the eyes of the lady you saw.
Oh shit.
Who's there? As he says with this smile, I smell my student in the
Sir
Arabic.
Sir Janus, please, they captured me. Please help. They said that I was
Whiskey.
They said that I was working against the house. I don't know what's happening. Please help.
Roll me manipulation subterfuge.
Cool. Can I spend a willpower on this? I know it's a bit
Please. Please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He seems to eat your bullshit.
Please help. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm so sorry.
This is what happens. Like you were, like Arabic was behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And Arabic says, Sir Janice, I brought the traitor. And she like releases your hands and she makes a move towards your right. As
Ryder's
she
gonna
realizes like he doesn't see.
try and keep his attention on him and just say, please, I'm sorry. You're hurting my arms. I didn't know what I was doing. I'm so sorry.
Sir Janice pulls her gun and shoots Erebeth. We're rolling initiative, I think.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah.
Before we roll while you roll the initiative, I will say this. Janice shot Erebeth with something that freezes Erebeth. Erebeth is like an ice right now.
Damn. I'm on
You're going first.
13.
The Janice takes a position with his rapier in his hand and he says, I presume you come here to talk, Pisky.
Ryder's gonna just stand there. No, sorry. Ryder's gonna actually he's basically just gonna be like actually no, he's gonna speak before we act. And while he's doing that, can I use Autumn level 2 on him?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say, I must say you were a good teacher. Show me how the game would be played.
Ryder, I always sense that you care about your freedom. Why let these people who works with Gwydians rule over you while you can be free and feared? They claim that they are the owners of the throne of winter. They claim that they are unseelie, while they're scared of dealing with seelie individuals. Unseelie meant to be fear. Cold winters. What do you want to be? A slave to alleles who doesn't defend you and your rights as unseelie? Join me. Let's embrace the return of Baelor together. We will take our rightful places on Sealy. And I will give you the Templeton as my squire.
Okay, I think I actually do need to roll vengeful for real now. Can I spend? Oh, I've spent. I've already spent a willpower.
It's up to you. I actually will say that this is a
Okay.
big decision. You don't need to roll anything.
Okay, that's fine. Ryder's kind of shoulders are going to relax. You'll give me Templeton?
I will. The first thing I will do will be the giving you the Templeton. I will open a path of vision in front of you, and you will kill him in cold blood, and then you will know you're ready to be my squire.
Well, what about her?
She will remain with me, and I will kill her, and then the Baroness. And then we will go create chaos, as
While
we have should.
while Ryder's saying this, can I try and move close to him really quietly?
Um,
And I
it'll
can
be very,
I'm speaking, so I can't. And there's the like.
yeah. That like you realize he's blind, he knows it, and like he's trying to diminish his disadvantage. This guy is clever, man. Like this guy is clever.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything around us, like in the room? Because I'm looking at like the picture of the room.
There's a bunch of stuff. What do you want to use?
Is there anything that would just cause a massive racket?
Yes, like there's
like if I
there's an
knock something over, it wouldn't just be like a bang; it would be like a big clatter, like a noise for like quite a few seconds,
yeah,
like a suit of
the
armor.
armory.
Okay,
Armory.
nice. Ryder's gonna kind of move slowly, just kind of like walking. You'll give me Templeton.
Stay where you are, Pisky.
Do I have to lose my eyes too? All of you I've
You
met so far
will,
don't have any eyes.
but you will earn them back. The the breaking an oath will cause issues like it did mine. You will lose your eyes, but we will kill that dragon together.
And how do I know I can trust you this time? How do I know you're not going to play me again?
Because I know how Gwydians have treated you. You know the end of Gwydians doesn't lie with alleles, but lies with the return of Baelor. What do you want to be, Pisky? Do you want to be a Pisky and remain the way you are for the rest of your life? Or someone who's feared?
I heard a story once. Would you mind if I quickly told you it? Very quick, I promise. So there's a young man. He has a mother and a father, and he loves his mother dearly, more than anything in the world. And he hates his father. His father beats him. His father's cruel to him. His father's evil to him. And as he grows up, this begins to define his life. His life is defined by his love of his mother and his hatred of his father. When he's around 30 years old, his mother dies. At the funeral, he doesn't cry. He doesn't know why he doesn't cry. He just can't work it out. He feels sad and he misses her, but the tears just won't come. Another 20 years later, the same thing happens to his father, and his father dies. And at his father's funeral, he breaks down, can't hold himself in. He cries and he cries and he cries and he cries. Because he doesn't have anything left. He'd allowed his hatred to come to define him. And now he didn't have anything left after that was gone. I didn't realize the moral of that story until now. You're right, I want my vengeance against the Gwydians. But once the Gwydians have gone, I don't want to be left empty. And with this, he's going to activate Wayfair 2.
Okay.
And with his first action, he's basically going to pull down the armory. Just so there's a massive, like, crashing, banging noise all around him.
Okay. He had his. We were going to roll initiative. I think you rolled your initiative, right?
Oh yeah, we did, and then we just kind of talked.
Yeah. You go first, and like your first action was like breaking bunch of stuff, right?
Yep.
His first action is to slash you.
Okie dokie. Can I dodge?
Yeah, you can.
Yep.
D7 for him. He has 1 success.
I dodged successfully.
Okay.
And yeah, with my next action, I want to kind of like zip so I'm around a kind of like flanking position, and I want to get close enough so that my the disadvantage of using a knife against a rapier won't count as much. I think that's one of the actions you can do, like close the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 2 more actions. I'm gonna stab him. Okay. Armature?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, sorry. Stab. Oh, that is 6 successes.
You will roll 6 dice.
That's not damage, sorry.
Is it the stiletto you're using or your sword?
It's the I don't have my sword, Sylvanus has got it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Morrigan. I do 1, 2, 3, 4 dice of damage, and it is the stiletto.
Yeah, he takes 4. He spends
yeah.
the willpower, and he will actually stab you too. He also has Wayfair.
Oh, nice. Then I will try and use the knife to parry.
That's 2. Your difficulty is 6 to parry.
He's blind.
Yeah. Cling.
And top
You chose the wrong side, Pesky, and you will die with them.
You first. And I'm going to riposte attack. So diff 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 1.
He doesn't get it. He's at 5.
And
Top of the initiative, I think.
that. Wait.
1 turn to attack him. You had like 3 successes, so you had 4 actions.
Yeah, sorry. No, because I parried. Sorry, so now we're top of the initiative again.
Okay.
No, sorry. No, this was my top of the initiative action. Apologies. So his
Okay, he will try to stab you.
I'm going to parry again. 4 actions a turn, yeah.
3.
Parry again. Rider lightning fast, and I'm going to go for another riposte. This time I'm actually going to aim for like
his head,
his eye, yeah, like his head and his eyes that don't work.
His eyes don't work already, but like
Yep.
you will get this +3 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3 successes. 2 dagger, weapon, 9 damage. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, just 1. 2 ones. Damn it.
He soaks it.
Nice.
He's gonna stab you. 3.
I don't have any parry for this.
He is like, by the way, like even for a guy who's blind, he is fighting very good.
Yeah, for sure.
The 3, 2, 1. Two damage.
Okay. This is lethal, right?
You can still soak it because you're in freehold.
Okay, sorry. I soak 1 of it.
The smell of blood makes him smiles.
Ryder's going to say, so with his speaking action, he's going to activate his bunk. Because sorry, we're top of the initiative again, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
So with his Wayfair, he is going. Sorry, with his speak action, he's going to activate Dragon's Eye 1 and say, "Cry, havoc, and let's sip the dogs of war." And then
you don't believe in the havoc heck are the skies for?
I'm a,
You
I'm,
fool!
I'm gonna stab him. I'm just gonna do a normal stab this time.
Okay. He actually says, like, you don't believe in them! You're the servant of the sillies! That's what you are!
Wait, is it diff 4 for daggers?
Diff 4, but diff 5 for you because he's using the rapier.
Okay, yep. So I get 1, 2, 3. So 2, 6 damage. However, that is 5. And this is with the stiletto, so it's reducing the damage.
Oh, okay, he's dead. He goes on his knees in pain. You stab him and again and again and again, but this guy was, like very beaten or blind. He looks with those like bad eyes to Ryder. You think this changes anything?
It changes one thing.
Changes what?
Whatever happens, you're not going to be around to see it.
He laughs maniacally, like a maniac when you doing the thing that you want to do.
Thank you for your lessons, Sir Janice. I will learn from them. And Ryder's going to slash his throat open.
He holds his throat and falls. And that time, Morgan will be Airbeth will be free again. The ice will be gone. A single drop of a tear will go out of her eyes.
Ryder considers doing one of his evil Spider-Man quibs, and then kind of says, "This was all my fault. I'm so sorry. Look, I want revenge, but I don't want what they're saying. They want genocide. I don't want that."
Thanks for what you have done. You have saved us a great trouble. While
I feel like it caused a great trouble, so we could call it quits.
we will have to, but it will not need to go near the Countess and explain her the future problems that will arrive.
Ryder nods.
I You kept your oath. That's what's important. We care about loyalty in this house. While I trust your loyalty, I think Justin, Ryan, and Anna will question that.
Of course.
They will probably bring you a great challenge, but I am sure you'll pass it. Just be careful and lay low for a while.
Ryder nods. What are we going to do about him? And he'll kick the body.
You heard about the chicken wires?
He'll shake his head.
She closes the door. This is something he taught me. When you don't want a body to be found. It's quite simple. Put the body inside of a bunch of chicken wires, and throw it to the closest lake or whatever. The body gets fat. The chicken wire starts to destroy the body into very small pieces. And then the fish does the rest. He She kind of goes to the rapier. She takes the rapier, and it's like a very nice looking rapier. And then she kind of gives it to Ryder.
Ryder raises an eyebrow.
Keep it. When Ryder looks at the sword, it has its pommel is a dragon, a silver dragon.
Ryder will kind of take the sword and slide it into his belt alongside the others, already thinking of an appropriately ironic name for this one. Or maybe not too ironic. I'll call it loyalty.
He scoffs and kicks the body too.
I saw on a TV show that only assholes name their swords, so I always name my sword.
Meet with vengeance as she shows her bow.
At least we know what we are.
I was looking for I'll call the guards. You did not see me, I did not see you.
He nods. I'll be going then. You know where to find me.
I will talk with Deanna soon. You will see who will test your loyalty. Which I don't think it's needed, but they will ask for it.
Understandable.
It's not just my plans or the plans of the Illuminates you destroyed. Anna was working for those things for 2 years. But we will give her something to be mad at as she touches with her feet to Genesis' body.
Ryder just kind of looks at it, and yeah, then he will leave.
Would you like to end the scene there?
I think so.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, guys, for watching. See you next time.